Whew. All right, let's get into this. Hello, hello. Hey, this is Captain Eat here for you for another One Piece Manga Chapter reaction slash review. This is going to be One Piece Manga Chapter 1095 or 1095, titled "A World Not Worth Living In." So let's get into it. One Piece was on break last week, so hey, One Piece. Wait, no, it wasn't. One Piece was on break last week. My bad. I had that mixed up. My hero's on break. I gotta say that for my hero. It was on break last week. I'm so stupid. Okay, so let me just go into the chapter. My bad for being so late. I have classes on Wednesdays and Mondays, and the chapters always come out on Mondays. I mean on Wednesdays. So unless it comes out early or late, I'm gonna always be late for this now that I got class, unless it's a holiday or something, which sucks. But I mean, hey, I gotta go to class. So cover page is a squirrel stealing Buggy's nose, and Buggy's chasing after a squirrel that stole his nose. So I guess this confirms his nose is fake, unless it's supposed to be a gag. Well, that's his actual nose. The monkey just ripped off. Okay, that'd be kind of funny and kind of nasty too. Fair warning, I did get spoiled on one page. There was one page. Well, let me look. First panel. Okay, no, it's not the first panel. So there was one page I got spoiled on. So, and what that first page was kind of wild. I mean, what that page was kind of wild. So I'm not gonna be too big of a reaction because I did get spoiled on that. But yeah, let's get into this. So see when we pick up where we left off, all the random riffraff Marines are running away. One of the five elders, Saint Saturn, has landed. Rear admirals and captains stay behind while all other soldiers retreat from the center. Dogorose has made landing. They aren't worthy of his presence. How did he even get down here? I've only seen portraits of him. What was that, a flash of lightning? We usually call in an admiral just once, lesser dragon. He's above even the gods. He's above even come from Mary Joas. So do people draw what he looks like? That one Marine says I've only seen portraits of him. I don't know if he's mean he only seen portraits of Saturn in his regular form, because the Gorsa don't really go out and about like that. So, well, even before, no. Saturn, he didn't even come out in his regular human form beforehand. He actually came out of the boat in his giant demon form. So, yeah, I guess he means his demon form, right? People draw pictures of his demon form, unless he's just talking about his human form. I don't know, because he was not walking around before he turned into the demon thing. So I guess let's continue. Saturn looks to the side and you see a big blast of hockey. And then we pick up where we left off with Bonnie stabbing Saturn like right in the chin. Bonnie, what are you doing? Saint Saturn, a Gorse have been stabbed. A bunch of Marines get up. That's a world leader who's rings at the top. Prepare to fire. Vegapunk yells Bonnie and Bonnie's crying. Quiet down, you insects. If I didn't want to get stabbed, oh, his eyes are glowing, I would have dodged. Ooh, it seemed like he did that attack from last week where he just looks at you and your head gets blown off. But Bonnie's head is still attacks in this panel. She gets knocked back and he grabs her with her hand. I guess he was strong enough to withstand that attack. But see, it looked like she's knocked out after he grabbed him. I mean, after he grabbed her. Sanji gets mad and yells Bonnie. And he gets hit with the same attack. Obviously, his head doesn't come off, but his head like flings back and he falls down. What kind of attack is this? My God, he just looks at you and you get like a shockwave in your head. Everybody yells, Sanji. He takes the sword out of his chin and it heals. And Frankie says his wounds are disappearing. Sanji's coughing up blood. A bunch of random Marines are coming in. Let's use this chance to capture Vegapunk. There is no need for haste. They have nowhere to run. Even for you, that took longer than expected. Kizaru, my apologies. Oh, okay, Kizaru's still up. He's holding his head. I mean, obviously Luffy. knocked him upside the head last chapter with Conqueror's Haki, everything. So he's holding his head, but he's still active. My apologies. I have no excuse. I don't think I can move for a little while. Oh, wow. Really? Oh. That attack really did some damage. Okay. If you can't move for a little while, that was a. Oh, wow. I mean, that was Gear 5, probably Rio, and Advanced Conquerors all in one big hit in his head. Yeah, that makes someone. Well, actually, I don't know. People might clown Kizaru because then people be like, so if Kizaru gets into a high tier fight with a top tier and he gets one hit, will he be able to just you won't be able to just lay around to wait a second, you know? You have to keep fighting. I mean, okay, if this was like a life or death thing, I'm pretty sure Kizaru would be able to keep moving. But since he has like people around him to help him get some wind, he's gonna use the opportunity. So okay. We see Luffy passed out looking like an old man. It's okay, I understand the reason why. Oh, Saturn's coming over to Luffy. Well then, and he's gonna stab him with his spider leg. And Frankie does strong right and punches Luffy out the way. And he stretches his arm out to grab Luffy, I think. Yeah, he does. For Saturn says, I see. You have a pretty strong crew. Punch Luffy. What does that mean? He has a strong crew. All he did was punch Luffy. I mean, I guess he did his Sanji with that attack and it didn't blow his head off, so that you have to be pretty strong for that. Anyways, he says, I see, you have a pretty strong crew. Even the world leaders at the top are after my captain's head. My boy Frankie. Star Hat Luffy, Juribani. You two joining this battle was definitely unexpected. However, you are surrounded by Marines on an island on the brink of destruction. If by some twist of fate you can manage to escape, I'll like to see it. You, Vegapunk, it's a shame you betrayed us. For all your collaborations to the military, thank you. So, tell me, who dies first? I'm the most pain. Wait. Oh, wow. Okay, this guy's all high and mighty. He says, in the most painful order, we want you to die in regret for having opposed the world government. This guy, he sounds like a monster. My goodness. Um. Oh, I didn't even realize he still has Bonnie in his hand. I kind of forgot that. On next panel, he still has Bonnie in his hand, and I think yeah, he says, "Why, when humans are told not to do something, they do it anyway." Hey, stop it! He sounds like a mom. See, this is giving credence to that theory that he might actually be a demon or like a god thing. Because he says, "Why, when humans are told, come on, if you're, I mean, unless you're just trying to act all high and mighty like Enel, why would you say it like that? He has to be some sort of demon god or something." Um, let's see. Sangi says, "Hey, if it's not science, it must be a devil fruit." Oh no, Bonnie, you killed my father, Saturn. Oh, Kuma. He was born a slave, a remnant of a tribe of people that committed a grave crime. The lone survivor of the experimented Buccaneers people. And Vegapunk looks shocked when he hears that. I mean, he probably already knew that, but he still looks pretty shocked. So he was born a slave and a remnant of a tribe of people that committed it. Okay, I doubt they actually committed a crime. You know, it's the world government, so you never know. Number two, him being, I mean, never mind. I was gonna say, I guess that whole thing about him being a slave, I mean, being a king was a lie. I mean, nah, I guess you could be born a slave and then eventually, after you grow up, you could become the king of the Sorbet Kingdom, like they said he was. Plus, didn't Jinbei say that too? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Jinbei was like, he was the king. So yeah, I guess he became a king somehow, even though he was a slave. and he was in the experiment. He was a lone survivor of experimented buccaneers. So he was experimented on before he even joined the world government. Okay, that's interesting. Um, and Vegapunk looks shocked when he says that, and Bonnie sees the image of Kuma. Bonnie, ever since I was a child, I always wanted to be a hero who brought freedom to those who are suffering. Just like the warrior of liberation, Nika. Everyone aimed for her head. What? Saturn like raises Bonnie up and everybody has that gun out. I mean, I don't know why you couldn't just crush her since he's in your gigantic hand or slam her or something. I don't know why you're having everyone else shoot her. I mean, it is pretty cold, but I don't know why you're not doing something yourself since you're holding her. Okay, so let's see what happens. Nika. Yes, I admired him. He would dance into action with a smile on his face. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. Everyone yelling, Bonnie-chan, leave her alone. She's just a child. Well, he set me free too? Of course. And we get a flashback. Okay, I think this is when I got spoiled. I got spoiled on one panel. And it's going to a flashback now, and the panel hasn't started up yet, so I guess it's going to come up soon. 47 years ago, in the South Blue Sorbet Kingdom. Why? It's a very large boy. Congratulations. He is our little boy, Kuma. Oh, we seeing Kuma's mom and dad. They look nice. And we see an old guy that kind of like Vegapunk. Kuma's dad says, so, doctor, about his blood. We won't let any information about this get out. I wonder what they are. The dad and mom, I mean, we only get to see their faces. They look pretty normal, though. I don't see like a long arm or anything, so I don't know why they get free. I guess let's keep reading. They're playing with Kuma. What a happy baby. Stop, Clamp, run. Government had eyes in the hospitals too. I'm so sorry. I'm the only one with Buccaneer blood. Oh, Buccaneer blood. I guess that's. Oh, yeah, that's right. He said that's the tribe of people. Oh, I thought that was just like the group he called them. I didn't know it was like actual bloodline of people. Okay. I'm the only one with Buccaneer blood running through my veins. My wife is different. Please let my son go. Please. Don't worry. Oh, this panel is sad. We see a panel, little kid Kuma, his dad, us all beat up with blood all over him, and his mom, all sitting together with chains on them. And in the panel below that, we see a celestial dragon. What's so special about Buccaneers? I really want to know. This is sad. And they just like hugging each other like a happy family, but they got chains on them. The dad is like beat up. And he's huge. He's like Kuma size now. So you get to see where Kuma gets his height from. He looks like Kuma size. We see a panel little kid Kuma carrying a huge crate of random vases. He's a Buccaneer slave. Oh, look at his strength, even at his age. Stop dilly dallying around and move faster. It hurts. Leave whipping Kuma. He starts crying. Stop crying. Do you want to die? Kuma meets up with his dad. Hey, Kuma, how are you doing? Dad, my master is so nice. I'm so lucky to have him. What? He was just beating the brakes off you. Oh, his dad said your mom has passed. She's in heaven now. She's in a better place now. And he's crying. Kuma's crying. Next panel, Kuma's bawling his eyes out. Hey Kuma, you're strong. Keep your enduring and live on. Keep on enduring and live on. Why? I'd rather die. The warrior liberation will come. He'll save you. Who? The god of sunshine, Nika. It's the name of the warrior of legend passed down through our people of Buccaneer. They made this story? Oh, no, that story is real, but they like continued the story, I guess, since back in the day. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I do want to know who. How old is Who's Who? He's not. Is he as old as? I remember Who's backstory. You know, he was in prison because he lost the gum gum fruit. The Saints. He said, I think a guard, right? I think he said a guard or some told him about Nika, and then like he just disappeared. Like the day he told him about the son guy Nika, the guard disappeared, and Who's Who was like, "Yo, I must have not been. I mean, I must have not. I should have not heard that. I need a dip," and he broke out. I wonder who told him. Maybe a Buccaneer. Maybe his dad. Maybe Kuma's dad. Nah. That's Celestial Dragons. Now I'm Mary Joas. And Kuma, I mean, Who wasn't in prison on Mary Joas. Anyway, let's keep reading. Passed down to the people of Buccaneer. He will one day bring you to the free ocean under the sun. He's always laughing. He moves in rhythm and makes people laugh. Da-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. Kuma starts laughing. And Celestial Dragon comes in. Shut up, you're loud. 38 years ago, so a bit of a time skip, in West Blue. And we see a bunch of celestial dragons, and one is on a stage. Thank you for waiting. For the once and every 3 years, population. Wait, let me zoom in. What does it say? Population Ediction Tournament. This year, the tournament will be held at this non-world government affiliation country. Yo! Oh, yo, God Valley, God Valley. Yo, we get to actually see the island. Yo, okay. Wait a second. 38 years ago? 38. Yeah. Roger was still alive. And Garp was young. Rocks? No, what was the time for 50 years? Yo, a bunch of celestial dragons were on God Valley, and ooh, yo, yeah, this is like the most random way to do this flashback, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, let's keep it going. God Valley. What? This island, seamlessly named Valley of the Gods, is rich in many resources. Here, the long tradition of hunting natives will take place. Jeez, man, that is sick. This country is now portrayed of the world government, and we see one random guy and a girl. He says, "What are you doing? Are you trying to kill my people? This game? Are you crazy? This is my country. Your your highness," and he shoots him. Oh no, it was a slice attack. Somebody with a sword. Yep. This was the panel I got spoiled on. I saw this panel last night. It's man, I would have been freaking out if I didn't get spoiled. The guy that did the slice was God's Knight Saint Fergaland Garling, and it's a younger version of him. Obviously, it's 38 years ago. His outfit here, he looks really cool. I really like his outfit. He looks dope, and he still has the hair, his like moon hair. He doesn't have the beard to complete the whole crescent moon. He just has the top part. But he looks really cool. He has the same sword. It looks like his outfit is dope, man. His outfit is so dope. Um. Anyway, he slashes him, and some celestial dragon girls are like swooning over him. And he says, someone says, "Please wait, Saint Garling. Hold your horses." Looks like he went and killed the king of the natives. Saint minus 10,000 points from the start. This is so sick. Garling says, "Huh, that should be a good handicap for the other contenders. Contents. This year, in addition to the natives, you will round up problematic slaves." And we see Saint Saturn. "Sir, we have captured the child that escaped, the child of the Buccaneers tribe." Ah, that's cool. have to take if you ran away. The rest of us would die too. Kuma wakes up and somebody's on top of a little cliff. Ha hee ha ha. Hold it right there. I see you're this year's prize. I hear you're from the Buccaneer tribe. I hear Buccaneers have giant. Oh, that's why. Okay, giant blood. Slave, Emporio Ivankov, a younger version. Yep. And right next to him is Slave Ginny, and she's eating some meat and pointing at Ivankov. My big brother. Oh, his brother. I mean, her brother. Oh, I didn't know he had a sister. Oh, I hope he didn't die. Ivankov never mentioned a sister. So either she died or she's like, somewhere else in the world and not part of the Rev. And, she's doing her own thing. I mean, since we first met Ivankov, there was never really a moment to where why he would mention a sister. So yeah, either she died in this flashback or maybe something else and she's on her own. Anyway, she says, my big brother here is pretty big too. Only my face. Wait, that's not the point, you dummy. Look at these people. Why does everyone have such sad, defeated looks on their faces? I'm gonna live on. I mean, the person he meets when he's in the underworld. 10:59 in. Okay. Kind of sucks that there's a break next week. I did not think we'll get on a break. But I mean, hey, Oda needs time to think about what he's doing. So I mean, that's whatever. A really good chapter. The beginning part, nothing too crazy. He said if he wanted to die, well, actually, never mind. He's able to heal himself. Okay, I guess let's just start with the Saturn stuff. Break it down top to bottom. Saturn, he got hit last week with a sword from Bonnie. People were clowning him because they were like, couldn't you dodge or something? But we saw in this chapter, he's able to heal himself. Ability, he just makes everybody else shoot at her. He also is able to just do that ability randomly. Hold on, I gotta clear my throat. He is also able to do that ability at will to just look at you and you get a big, massive like shock wave on your head. If you're weak, then yeah, your head is gonna come off. But if you're not weak, you're able to tank it. It does hurt you a lot though, because excuse me, Sanji, he got that attack hit on him and he got some blood on his head. So did Bonnie. And then later on, they said there was some sort of pressure force field that was making them unable to get close to Saturn, which is kind of weird because they didn't seem to have the problem before. Because Bonnie ran up and hit him, so I guess he just turned on this like pressure force field because if it was on before, Bonnie wouldn't have gotten close then. Number three, Luffy's out obviously. Kizaru, people might start clowning him. I can see why, because he got hit last week. Very first hit ever. Well, not ever, but very first hit from Luffy during their fight. And in this chapter, Kizaru is still up. He's still active. He's not passed out. But he did say he's going to need a few minutes to take this attack off. Now, you could say, what if Kizaru gets into a fight with another high tier and they get a hit off? They're probably going to be able to hit as hard as Luffy, maybe even harder, and they're not going to give you time to just get a few minutes. Kizaru probably is just taking this opportunity to take a few minutes because he has all these Marines around him to hold off everybody else. I'm pretty sure if he was actually in a life or death fight, he'd be able to shake it off or at least tank it enough to keep fighting. I'm assuming that because he is an admiral, so I'm pretty sure he's taking advantage of the fact that he has all these Marines around him to help him. Then we get to the flashback. So I was gonna say Bonnie. Kuma was a part of the Buccaneer tribe. And on the very last panel, we learned that the Buccaneer tribe has giant blood within them. So they're very valuable to Celestial Dragons as the Marines. And shortly after Kuma was born, he got arrested and put into slavery from the Celestial Dragon, his whole family, mom, dad, and Kuma. It seemed like Kuma's dad, excuse me, Kuma's dad was like really big. So I'm seeing it seemed like he's the one that had the Buccaneer blood, and obviously he passed it down to Kuma. I don't know why they kept the mom too. I mean, it's also dragons; they'll like kidnap anybody and enslave them. But it seemed like they were specifically only, making Kuma and his dad slaves because they were part of the Buccaneer tribe. The mom not so much, but it's celestial dragons. They're evil. They do whatever. They're just sick. They are just sick people. Um, Anyway, like I said, they get Buccaneer blood. We see his mom has died. We don't see his dad around anymore, so his dad might have died too. And apparently, the Buccaneer tribe are the people that passed down the legend slash story of Sun God Nika. They know just about everything about this guy, and his dad said his people passed it down. So maybe in the voice section, the Buccaneer tribe were the very first people to meet Nika or see Nika or hear about Nika, and they've been passing down the story ever since then. That's very interesting. Number I don't know what number I'm on, but I guess like point number four. The celestial dragons go to random countries and hunt them down like um there's a movie about this, isn't there? I can't remember the name of the movie. What movie is this? There's a movie about like rich people hunting like poor people. It was recently, not last year, but I think 2021. The movie came out like this, or I guess like the Hunger Games. And anyway, celestial dragons will go out and hunt the natives of random islands that are not affiliated with the world government, or maybe they are affiliated with the world government, but the world government let them do whatever, so it's whatever. But they hunt down people and they have points too, and we get to see a young Garling, which is really cool. His outfit's dope, and there's also a time skip in between the Kuma slave stuff and this stuff, because when the flashback first started, it said 47 years ago, and then when we cut over to the Celestial Dragons doing this hunting game, it says 40. No, it says 38 years ago. So it's a bit of a time skip here. And the island that they're going to do this hunting game is God's Valley. That is very interesting. And it's still up. We get to see it. It's like two gigantic mountains with a giant split down the middle. Obviously the has to happen. Is it going to happen during this? Probably, maybe. That'd be really interesting. We could probably finally see what Sebek looks like and out without silhouette form. Get to see a bit of the fight that happened. And apparently Garling and all these people were here too. We knew a lot of Celestial Dragons were there during the fight with Sebek. That's why Gart was there. But man, this is interesting. And the very last panel, we get to see that Kuma ran away, what they caught Kuma, and Ivankov was a slave with Kuma, along with Ivankov's sister. Now, this could be his like not biological sister, but they grew up together as slaves, so obviously they just brother and sister, or it could be his actual sister. Either way, ever since we met Ivankov, I don't remember him even trying to hint that he had a sister, or maybe she is a sister. Yo, oh my goodness gracious! I just thought of a theory. What if what is that guy's name with the scissors hands that's always around Ivankov? What is his name, dog? What if that's his sister? Ivankov has the hormone fruit. He might have turned his sister into a dude. Obviously, she would ask for that. That might be his sister because he never mentions a sister. Never in his life. And all of a sudden, yo, what is that guy's name? Okay, her name is Jenny. That's her name. Jenny. Like the My Life a Teenage Robot. All right, now I gotta put that in the thumbnail. I gotta put it in the thumbnail. Let me look this up. And we see a young Ivankov too. It basically looks like regular Ivankov, but just shorter and young. His head is still really big, and maybe Ivankov is part giant or has Buccaneer blood too, because Johnny did say he has a really big head, and it's kind of abnormally big. So, but that'd be kind of weird. Just the giant genes went to his head. That'd be kind of funny. Right hand man. Inazuma. Inazuma. That's his name. He doesn't really look like him. Maybe, I don't know. 50-50. Human beings. There's a break next week, which sucks, but I'll do one episode of the anime, and I'm in East Blue. We're still fighting Kuro. So yeah, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys next time. See you guys tomorrow for Godoro Boxy and My Hero. Bye bye. All right.